welcome to Tales of Honor Podcast, a podcast dedicated to telling the true stories of the Congressional Medal of Honor. Hello, and welcome back to Tales of Honor Podcast. It's a bi-weekly podcast where I tell the true stories of the Congressional Medal of Honor recipients. And tonight's episode is episode 32, and it's going to take us to Iraq. Now, for those keeping track, there are definitely more stories from Afghanistan than Iraq, but that's okay. They're all getting told here as part of our Global War on Terrorism series over this month and next month, and tonight's is being brought to you by The Bearded Detailer. Visit thebeardeddetailer.com for all of your automotive detailing solutions, and be sure to use the promo code TOH10 for 10% off your order. For all orders that use that promo code, 75% of the profits will be donated to the Congressional Medal of Honor Society. Also, over on our website, which is hosted by The Bearded Detailer, which is talesofhonorpodcast.com, there is a spot for you to donate directly to the Medal of Honor Society, and that'll be sent every month along with any profits, the 75% of profits from the Bearded Detailer. So, the Bearded Detailer, where your dirt is his business. And now, a tale of honor. Ross A McGinnis was born on the 14th of June, 1987, in Meadville, Pennsylvania, and grew up in Knox, almost 100 miles north of Pittsburgh. His family moved there when he was 3 years old, and in kindergarten, Ross filled out a paper saying that when he grew up, he wanted to be an Army man. Ross went on to be in the Boy Scouts of America, played basketball, soccer, and baseball, and enjoyed working on cars. He graduated from Keystone Junior-Senior High School in 2005 and had enlisted in the Army's Delayed Entry Program in June of 2004. He attended basic training at Fort Benning, Georgia, and was assigned to the 1st Battalion, 26th Infantry Regiment in Schweinfurt, Germany. The regiment was deployed to eastern Baghdad, Iraq in August of 2006, and Ross was a .50 caliber machine gunner atop of a Humvee. It was on the 4th of December 2006 that Ross would selflessly save his crew and earn the Medal of Honor. The citation reads, Private First Class Ross A. McGinnis distinguished himself by acts of gallantry and intrepidity above and beyond the call of duty while serving as an M2 .50 caliber machine gunner, 1st Platoon, C Company, 1st Battalion, 26th Infantry Regiment, in connection with combat operations against an armed enemy in Adhamia, northeast Baghdad, Iraq, on December 4, 2006. That afternoon, his platoon was conducting combat control operations in an effort to reduce and control sectarian violence in the area. While Private McGinnis was manning the M2 .50 caliber machine gun, a fragmentation grenade thrown by an insurgent fell through the gunner's hatch and into the vehicle. Reacting quickly, he yelled "Grenade!" allowing all 4 members of his crew to prepare for the grenade's blast. Then, rather than leaping from the gunner's hatch to safety, Private McGinnis made the courageous decision to protect his crew. In a selfless act of bravery in which he was mortally wounded, Private McGinnis covered the live grenade, pinning it between his body and the vehicle and absorbing most of the explosion. Private McGinnis's gallant act directly saved 4 men from certain serious injury or death. Private First Class McGinnis's extraordinary heroism, selflessness at the cost of his own life, above and beyond the call of duty, are in keeping with the highest traditions of the military service and reflect great credit upon himself, his unit, and the United States Army. Ross's parents, Romaine and Tom, received his Medal of Honor from President Bush on the 2nd of June 2008, making him the 4th recipient in the course of Operation Iraqi Freedom. Ross A. McGinnis is buried at Arlington National Cemetery, and his grave can be found in Section 60, Site 8544. And that was a tale of honor. Thank you very much for listening to Tales of Honor podcast, and I know you like this podcast because you keep coming back. So, head on over to wherever you listen, whether it's iTunes, YouTube, Facebook, wherever, and leave a nice review, a good rating, and be sure you tell people about it. It's the only way these stories are ever going to get heard is if you keep telling people about them. So tell your friends and family. You can see more information on Facebook, Instagram, and at talesofhonorpodcast.com. If you have any questions or comments, you can send them right to me at talesofhonorpodcast@gmail.com. And until next time, I'm Christoph Ambrose. Thanks for listening.